This is a Thai dish. Here it is. Look, this is a Thai-style dish, which you would normally, like a massaman curry, which you would probably put in Ai curry, obviously, or Thai spice. And then you'd also add coconut milk or cream. But I haven't done that because it's delicious, but it is quite calorific.
It looks like it's like soupy rather than a curry.
It's a cross between the two, rather than a broth. I just thought we'd play around. Now, the only reason I did it is because I did this at Christmas because I had a load of stuff lying around. But I used turkey instead of prawns.
Not Christmas Day lunch.
No, boxing evening, I think it was. My mum and dad, you know. Yeah. Love them to death, but they just, you know what old people are like.
Don't be rude about your love.
Oh, no, my dad was a pain. If you're watching, Dad, you were a complete pain.
Mr. Vickery, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. He wouldn't take my mum out in the car because he had to pay for the parking. Right, there you go.
My dad would have done that.
So if you're watching, Dad, all right?
Take her out.
Right.
Come on.
Right, here we go.
Take her out and leave her there. It's cheaper.
Right, shallots. Here, I'm using shallots today because they're slightly sweeter. And we always use onions, but it's just a little bit different there. So a little bit of shot into a hot pan.
I love shallots, but I can get bored peeling them.
Yeah.
They're a bit fiddly, aren't they?
No, if you buy jumbo shallots, they're this big, and you only just peel one or two.
Oh,
right,
there you go. Long ones. Oh, there you go.
go.
See, top tip.
Right, bit of fresh ginger, in that goes. I love fresh ginger. Over nice high heat. Bit of garlic. Again, a lot of people write to me or email saying we don't like garlic. What can we use instead? There's not much really. If you don't like it, take it out. We tend to put garlic in everything. Now, here's a thing. We always chuck away the broccoli stalk.
Well, I don't, actually, because I love them. I peel just the outer skin off and steam it with the broccoli, and I love it.
Perfect. Because if you think the head on that, that's a third of that you throw away. Yeah. So, like you, I've just chopped it up. Well, Julia did it. I didn't do it. Yeah. Don't do that sort of thing. And I chopped it up and add that in there as well.
Yes, people. You've got people, Phil, haven't you, to do that? That's what I need. You should be doing that chopping for me in the kitchen, see?
Chopping your
Heaven forbid.
broccoli
do you do that for Ruth at home? Do you chop all the broccoli for her?
What do you think?
I don't even know half the things I'm being fed.
Your nose is getting longer.
Well, the dogs get better than me.
Right, here we go. So, a bit of mange tout or green beans, it's really up to you. I sometimes use a few peas at this stage and literally just bring those together.
First of all, smell report, I'd like to say, is stunning. Absolutely,
yes, 10 out of
very
10.
appetising.
Now, this is where you'd normally use coconut milk, whatever. I'm going to use boiling water. So in that goes, boiling water. Then I'm going to add a chicken stock cube in the bits, even though it's a fish dish. But the chicken stock cube brings out the flavour of the fish really, really well. If you want to use the fish stock cube, you can. It works equally as well. But I do quite like that the meat and fish taste together. It does work well. Then, my little secret weapon. This is tamarind paste.
Yeah, just remind me what that is.
Very, very sour. It's like a sour, lime, lemony type taste. It also gives it texture. But what it does do is, in a second, it gives it a lovely background flavour, which prawns. These are raw prawns, Eamon.
Raw prawns, grey.
These are grey.
All right, if they're grey, why are the ones in the supermarket pink?
Because they're cooked.
Oh.
All right.
How many times have we had to explain this? How many times have we explained this to him, Phil? How many times?
Oh, so I've been
That's raw, and when they're cooked, so you buy them in the supermarket, you can eat them from the packet because they're cooked.
And you'll probably find, even in this now that you can see, they're starting to change colour already. See that?
But then can I ask another question?
Which can?
Why are flamingos pink? Flamingos are pink
because they eat pink plankton or something, don't they?
Yeah,
or
which I thought were prawns. No?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm certainly not sure if it's flamingos, but salmon definitely.
That is why flamingos are. My producer's doubting me here.
Yeah.
Flamingos are pink because they hoover up pink things in the water.
I have heard that. They either shrimps or something.
Yeah,
don't
they do. No,
which must be cooked.
But certainly salmon. Wild
in the
salmon is that
river?
colour because they eat shrimp and things like that.
That's why I thought shrimps were pink.
Look,
Right, should we get back to the dish?
So, the prawns are changing colour, as you can see. I've added a little bit of spinach and some cooked broccoli.
Yes.
Now, at this stage, if you really wanted to, you could add a little bit of potato, like a Thai-style massaman curry.
I love potato
or you
in
can
the
have
curry.
fragrant rice. It's up to you.
I was expecting a wee bit of something like pineapple in there.
No, not needed.
That was pineapple.
Not needed.
Yes, it was. I did think it was pineapple. Well, my Thai curries have pineapple in them.
You could do. Now, if you'll see, Eamon, they're starting to change colour. See that?
Yeah. Pink prawns.
Yeah. Now, before we go to a recap, I'm going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little pinch of sugar to counteract the sourness of the tamarind.
All right.
What is tamarind apart?
OK, you've asked that
tuber.
before. You put it all together, this is what you
Here's
get.
the recap. Sauté the shallots, garlic, ginger, broccoli stalks and mange tout for 2 minutes over a high heat. Add the water, stock and tamarind juice and bring to the boil. Simmer for a couple of minutes. Add the broccoli, spinach and prawns and cook until they just change colour. Mix the starch and water together, then spoon in and stir until nicely thickened. Stir in the coriander, basil and lime juice, then season with salt, pepper and a little sugar. Serve the fragrant Thai broth with steamed rice.
And
Now,
yeah,
So
you're
you put a
happy
bit
with
of-
what you've got there?
now I thicken that with a little bit of starch.
What, corn flour?
Yep, or arrowroot or tapioca. Bit of Thai, basil, bit of coriander, and a little bit of lime juice. In that goes. Stir, stir, stir. And I'm going to pour that in there for you to level a little taste.
So if you're doing kind of low carbs or no carbs at the moment, you can have that just like that.
Without the potato or the rice.
Yes.
There you go.
And maybe a portion of chips or something? or-
There's always one. There's always one.
You would. That should be quite nice with chips.
at the minute.
Chicken chips.
I do like chips, actually.
Yeah.
Now, a bit of coconut milk will lighten it slightly, but it's not needed.
It feels pure for you. It feels like a detox type thing, doesn't
And you
it?
do
And
feel
the
like you
chicken,
want-
the chicken and fish works really, I think works really well. Oh, yeah.
OK. Thank you, Phil. We've got Rylan after the break. See ya.